So what we have up on the television screen is our fuel flow, our fuel pressure, oxygen flow, oxygen pressure, quench flow, and quench pressure. And then this area right in here, we have the fuel pressure with the pressure gauge, a visual pressure gauge, and then the regulator adjustment is right here, the handle for the fuel. Same thing down here for the oxygen. This is the oxygen pressure and oxygen regulator for controlling the pressure of the oxygen. And on the screen, we have the main screen, and that's where you would start your cycle from. So you can be in manual or you can be in auto. Auto is where you want to be when you want to start. And over here we have relays. Well, we have buttons to control relays in our control cabinet, so you can turn your quench pump on and your drum turn on and off from here once you, and if you want to, wire the controls or wire the power of those two things into our control cabinet. And so so that's the main screen that you'll see in a later video how we're starting the cycle. So I could probably real quickly just go start cycle. The pump comes on, and that stays on for a while. And if it doesn't, go ahead and start right away, that's when we have to start over again. But anyway, so that's our main screen. We can go to a setup screen, and in that setup screen we can set delays for both the rotation of the drum and quench delays. This is all for at the end of the cycle, so that you can time it so that once you turn off the flame, then the quench will stay on, the drum will continue to roll, and then after so many seconds the drum will stop rolling and the quench will stay on for a little bit longer, and then the quench will go off. So that's what these timers are for here. So then the third screen we have is a maintenance screen, so that you can just basically open and close the 3 solenoid valves that we have in the cabinet and the torch igniter. Move it. So here's the movement of the main carriage, all the way down to the beginning or to the end of this travel. All the way down to this end of the travel. And I'm just going to take it back to where we are starting in this case. So the operator would turn this on to lock it into the groove of the rope drum. And I'm just going to show you coming back out again and going back in. Okay. Then we would turn on the quench water down here. And then the outrigger flows. Now all of this stuff could already be set, and then the quench pump, you can just turn the quench pump back off again, when you're ready to run. So start cycle. For a while for the heat to come up. Then you just push the button, start the drum. however long you need to. And then, before I say that, notice how we have our clothes up here now, because we need to be made. They've already been set within the recipe. Now you dump it again. You push just like the stop button, and that makes the flame go off. And like I was saying, the drum would continue to roll as long as you wanted to. The quench would stay on as long as you wanted to with these timers. So now, one of the other features that we put on here was the ability to turn this table, or to actually pivot this table on a pivot point down there. So that's what this handle is for. You would loosen all these bolts that go on down with this. And then, yeah, actually an adjustment screw, I mean, typically you could take it all the way back and then you could move your adjustment with this. And then once you get where you want, you tighten all the bolts. And where you want, obviously, is this edge needs to be parallel to the drum within really a 16th or a 32nd of an inch in order to maintain that distance, coupling distance, all the way on the whole drum. Show the whole thing. So here's the quench water in and out. We've wired it off to two different feeds. One is for the outriggers and one is for the main quench. It's the main quench, actually. This is the main quench and outriggers. This is where we have the flow meter, and so that's what we care about really, is the quench more than the outriggers. And so this is where you would bring your water in from your pump. And then this is our gas control cabinet. This is the oxygen, no, this is the fuel controller, and this is the oxygen controller. Solenoid valves for each, solenoid valve for the pilot light. And our air regulator is all in this cabinet here. And then our electrical cabinet with our safety, couple safety. This is a protective fire with the fire eye, so the fire eye has to see fire for it to continue. Obviously PLC and the relays, etc. Obviously included with this was going to be an electrical drawing, so you can see which two relays it is that you're going to be connecting to for your oxygen, or for your pump, and for your rotation of the drum.